When it comes to capturing your ideas, you're one of two people, and both of you are losing your deepest, most knowledgeable thinking. You're either person A who doesn't take notes at all. You'll tell yourself that you will remember this, but you don't. The idea is already gone. Or you're person B who does take notes. And you'll take your notes everywhere, including Notion, Apple Notes, your journals, until it's a graveyard that you just can't search. And finding that one golden idea is harder than just thinking of the new one. You just stop looking in the graveyard. And the truth is that it was never your fault. Capturing your ideas and maintaining them was always a second job that no one should be working. So in this video, I will show you exactly how to build a second brain that works this job for you, so that your ideas stop dying, whether you're the note taker or not. And this is the same exact system that I've used every day to make sure that I don't lose my ideas to the graveyard, which I haven't in over 3 months. So stay to the end. The last step is one that everyone skips, and it's exactly why most second brains still die. So first, I want to pinpoint exactly what the problem here is with your note taking. Most people put their notes everywhere. They put it in Apple Notes or Notion or even journals, but this quietly hands you the maintenance. And this is exactly why it keeps dying. That becomes your second job that you never wanted. So here's the solution. And this isn't some productivity guru hack that I'm trying to sell you here. This system is based off of the thoughts of Andrej Karpathy, who's the co-founder of OpenAI. He posted this exact system. Now it has millions of views on Twitter. You can go and check it out for yourself. And now this only takes 2 apps. One is going to be Obsidian, which is where you see everything. And 2 is going to be Claude Code, which builds this system. So now the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and download Obsidian here. And I left all of the links just down below for you to follow. So step 1 is going to be our capture. Once you have an idea, it doesn't die just because you didn't write it down. So now once that's done downloading, you want to go ahead and create your first vault. It doesn't matter what it's called, just go ahead and create it and make sure that you know where it is on your laptop. So here I'm just going to call this my test vault, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my desktop. And then here I'm just going to create. And now what you want to do is go ahead and create your raw folder, which is going to be the inbox for everything that goes into this vault. So all you do is just click this little icon here and call this your raw folder. Now once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and get back to the Obsidian website to grab their web clipper for Google Chrome. Once you have that, you're going to go ahead and go into the Chrome extensions and make sure that you have it pinned to your toolbar. In my opinion, this web clipper is essential for you to actually get your information into your vault the easiest way, and I'll show you right here. So for example, we're going to go ahead and look at this Sam Altman interview that I've been watching, and I'm simply just going to click on the web clipper, and here it'll show you every single little detail about this and basically turn this YouTube video into a full markdown file that I can store in my Obsidian vault. Down here, you're going to go ahead and select your Obsidian vault, and on the right side, make sure that it says raw. And if this isn't working for you, just go ahead and click this little settings icon. Once you're there, on the left hand side, all you need to do is just create a new template. Then once you make that new template, you're going to go to the note location and type in the raw. That means that everything that you save will be going to your raw folder. And then make sure that your vault is on the vault that you selected. Now if I come back here, you're going to see that I have my test vault selected and my raw is put in the text box. Now once you do that, you just come back to the web clipper and click add to Obsidian. It'll bring you back to the Obsidian app, and you can see everything that's in the description of this video, as well as the full entire transcript for you to digest. This can work for literally anything. You use this web clipper on articles, you can do it on Twitter posts, you can do it on YouTube videos, which I like to do, but use it for anything that you want to store information on. Remember, the more information that you give your second brain, the better it becomes. So I encourage you to use this. That brings me to the second step, which is letting it organize itself. This step will turn that pile of information into a wiki that links itself. Now, if you haven't already downloaded it, go ahead and install Claude Code. You can use this either in the terminal or the desktop app. For this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and use the desktop app. So when you open a new session of Claude Code, there's this little place where you can select your folder. Go ahead and click on that and press on Open Folder. And here I want you to navigate to the location of your Obsidian vault. So here I've gotten to my test vault, and I'm going to go ahead and open that and press on Trust Workspace. Now we have Claude Code connected to our Obsidian vault. This next part is a little bit important. Go down to the description and click on the GitHub link that takes you to the Karpathy system. All you want to do is just go ahead and copy this whole thing from Karpathy. Once you have that, you're going to go ahead and just paste that into your Claude Code. And then just underneath that, you're going to want to paste this prompt that I've created. Go ahead and pause right now if you need. Now I'm just going to go ahead and send this off on Opus 5, and we'll wait for the results just in a little bit. Now that that's done, you'll see 4 main things: the wiki, the claude.md, index, and log. So when I open up the wiki, it looks like it already went to the next step, which is going to be the ingestion, and basically telling Claude to ingest information into this wiki. And that simply just looks like telling Claude, hey, look at my raw folder and ingest this into the wiki. But here I see that the wiki folders are just a little bit confusing, and I want to give an update to Claude. So that's why I come back here and I tell Claude that, hey, I want my wiki folder to basically be consisting of these subfolders: finance, health, inspiration, work, personal, technology, and reading. So let's go ahead and send that over to Claude. Okay, now that's done, and you can see the updates that it actually made, which is now that the wiki has the subfolders that I actually asked for. And if you click within the technology folder, you'll see all of the stuff that Sam Altman was talking about in this startup interview. And it looks pretty useful. If you just click on some of these, you'll see that Claude was able to find a concept of real trends versus fake trends from the YouTube video, and it just gives you a great breakdown of what Sam Altman was kind of talking about in the interview. Now, it's not too strict on what you really need your wiki subfolders, but this is just something that I recommend for capturing ideas based on these different categories. That's exactly 90% of getting your second brain set up, but that last 10% is what's going to make it actually useful for you. This is going to be the last step, which is self-maintenance. You can either A, just keep on looking at your notes and fixing it yourself, or you just let Claude run an agent that does this for you. So every so often, Karpathy actually recommended do a health check on your vault. So you just go ahead and say, hey, Claude, can you look at my folders and all of my Obsidian Vault information and do a health check? Then Claude will go ahead and find any contradictions or stale pages that you're not using anymore, and it goes ahead to fix them all. Now you're completely set up with your second brain, but there's one thing that you need to do, and this is the only thing that matters. You still have the decision and the judgment of what's truly important to you and your life. That's exactly what you take notes on and tell Claude to put into your Obsidian Vault. The agent is purely just there for maintaining this vault, but you are still in charge of deciding what's really worth keeping. And now, whether you're person A or person B, you'll be on track to become more productive in any aspect of your life. You were never disorganized or lazy. You just needed a system that was meant to help you instead of giving you another task. Now your ideas never die, and they actually become a compounding asset that you can use for the future.